Welcome back to the Classical Liberal Arts Academy's Petty School Reading Program. In this lesson, we will finish our study of English reading. As we begin this final lesson in English reading, let's remember that there is no way to become a good English reader or speller except by practice, practice, and more practice. There is no way to become a good English reader or speller except by practice, practice, and more practice. This will be our last lesson studying the English letters. We learned that there are 5 vowels in English, and you can see the English vowels in the yellow boxes: A, E, I, O, and U. All of the letters in the green boxes have already been studied. In this lesson, we will study the letters in the red boxes: V, W, X, Y, and Z. The first English consonant we'll study in this lesson is the English letter V. V. Point to the green dot on your screen and look carefully at this English letter. The letter V is used in English to make one sound. The sound of the English letter V is V, V. Let's read this word using the English V sound. Vine, vine, vine. The second letter we'll study in this lesson is the English letter W. W. Look carefully at the letter on your screen. This is the letter W. In English, the letter W is used to make 2 different sounds. The letter W in English is used to make 2 different sounds. The first sound made by the English letter W is the simple sound W, W. Let's read this word together using the simple W sound. Wind, wind, wind. The second sound made by the English letter W is the sound of the digraph WH. This is a strange digraph. When it is read, the sounds are reversed. We actually read the sound of the letter H before the sound of the letter W. Let's read this word together with the sound hwa, hwa. When, when, when. The third letter we'll study in this lesson is the English consonant X. X. This consonant is used to make 2 different sounds in English. The letter X makes 2 different sounds. The first sound made by the English letter X is the classical double sound x, x, x. Let's read this word together with the classical double sound fox, 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 fox. The second sound made in English by the letter X is the voiced X, z, z, z. Let's read this word together with the voiced X sound, z. Xylophone, xylophone, xylophone. The next letter we'll study in this lesson is the English letter Y. The English letter Y is used to make 4 different sounds. The English letter Y is used to make 4 different sounds. It's very important to know that the English letter Y can be used as a consonant or a vowel. The English letter Y can be used as a consonant or as a vowel. The first sound made by the English letter Y is the sound of the consonant Y. Y, y, y. Let's read this word with the sound of the consonant letter Y. Y. Yes, yes, yes. The second sound made by the English letter Y is the sound of the long vocal Y. This is an example of the English letter Y used as a vowel. The long vocal Y. E, E. Let's read this word together with the long vocal Y sound. Mary, Mary, Mary. The third sound made by the English letter Y is the diphthong vocal Y. The diphthong vocal Y. This makes the sound I. I. Let's read this word together with the diphthong vocal Y. My, my, my. The fourth sound made by the English letter Y is the short vocal Y sound, I. Let's read this word together with the short vocal Y sound, I. Myth, myth, myth. The final letter we'll study in this lesson and in this course is the English letter Z. Z. The English letter Z is used to represent 2 different sounds. The first sound made by the English letter Z is the consonant sound Z. Z. Let's practice reading this word with the English Z sound. Zoo, zoo, zoo. Here we can see the soft Z sound, Z, in a double Z. This is an example of the soft double Z. and it makes the same sound as the first spelling we saw. Jazz, jazz, jazz. The second sound made by the English letter Z is the hard double Z sound, z, z, z. Let's read this word together with the hard double Z sound. Pizza, pizza, pizza. We've now finished all of the sounds of the consonants in this lesson. Let's take some time to review by reading some words. Let's practice reading these words. You can work with a parent or an older brother or sister on your own to focus on the sounds in this lesson. Let's begin at the top of the red box. Love, love. Violin, violin. Virus, virus. Venus, Venus. Wow, wow. Wave, wave. Weave, weave. Wheat, wheat. Water, water. Now let's move to the top of the green box. Box, box. Oxen, oxen. Alexander, Alexander. Ajax, Ajax. Yellow, yellow. Yarn, yarn. Yawn, yawn. Year, year. Way, way. Now let's move to the top of the blue box. Why, why. What, what. Who, who. When, when. Where, where. Waxy, waxy. Zebra, zebra. Zeus, Zeus. Puzzle, puzzle. As we finish our study of the English letters and their sounds, remember, there are many words in English whose spelling does not match their sounds. There are many words in English whose spelling does not match their sounds. To remember the sounds of these letters, it's helpful for us to remember the example words that we learned with each letter. Let's review the example words. We studied the letter V as in vine, vine. We studied the letter W as in wind and when, wind and when. The letter X makes the sound as in fox, fox, and xylophone, xylophone. The letter X makes the sounds fox and xylophone. The letter Y we studied as in yes, Mary, and my. Yes, Mary, and my. And lastly, we studied the letter Z, as in zoo or pizza. Remember that as we study these forms and their sounds, there are many silent letters used in the languages and many irregulars. Let's review the letters and sounds we've studied in this lesson. We learned to read the letter V as in vine, the letter W as in wind and when. We learned to read the letter X as in fox and xylophone. We learned to read the letter Y as in yes, Mary, my, and myth. And we learned to read the letter Z as in zoo and pizza. Remember that when we read English, we must always look out for silent letters and many irregulars. When you finish practicing with the Lord's Prayer, you can practice the same exercises with the Hail Mary. I've highlighted the letters of this lesson for you in red. I hope that you've enjoyed this lesson in the Classical Liberal Arts Academy's Petty School Reading Program. For more resources from the Classical Liberal Arts Academy, visit us online at classicalliberarts.com. God bless you.